What's going on, guys? Big Bubba Cards here, live at the Santiago Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir. Today we have two special guests, obviously one being Bubba over here, and then to the right of me, good old Bradley. What's going on, Brad?
What's going on? Thanks for having us.
So for those of you that haven't seen Brad or Bubba around, Brad owns and operates the second store, Santiago Sports 2, in Collingswood, and Bubba is basically, some sort of like the assistant to the regional manager over there, basically.
The Dwight Schrute of Santiago Sports 2.
So Bubba actually has like a fun like background on how he became like a part of the Santiago family. It's pretty dope. We'll get into that. And I guess Brad too. Me and Brad have like known of each other for like a long time, I feel like. And he actually had a store in Sayreville where I went to high school.
We were competing.
I guess. The only reason I knew about you is because of Nick Barbella. Your first employee?
Nick and then
kinda?
And then Brian Woodward.
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian, of course. But that's pretty funny. So I don't know, we got a few things to talk about. We'll talk about like the journey and stuff like that. I want to talk about the second store this weekend, so hopefully this will get out before Saturday, we'll see. But we're doing the grand reopening of Santiago Sports 2. You guys knocked down the walls, expanded and stuff like that. We'll get into that. So that'll be pretty dope from 2 to 8 p.m. this Saturday. So if you're in the Collingswood, Philly area, South Jersey, come through. We're also going to talk about, the National's been over for 3 weeks already, but I still want to get a point of view from you guys. I know it was a little different. We were set up together. We didn't have a ton of space.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into Bubba's like a wizard with, inventory systems and pricing and all that stuff. And it's pretty cool to see because Bubba's just like kind of gotten into this whole thing over the last year or so. So Bubba's like, I don't know, I feel like he's done a lot for the brand and the inventory systems and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then after that, I don't know, we could talk about whatever the fuck we want, really. So if you guys have anything that you want to say or whatever, we'll get into that. But first, I already started to dive into a little bit the background on you guys. So we'll start with Bubba. So Bubba, tell me how you got into cards and how you stumbled upon fucking Brad over here.
So pretty much just like the same as everyone else from 20 to 35, got into it during the pandemic and piqued my interest, revitalized your childhood, just nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And coincidentally enough, I was just working at my job and I found a sports card shop down the street from where the second shop is.
Mm-hmm. Met
that owner and gave him my whole spiel, like new collector, really excited to be back into the hobby, and ended up getting a box. We settled on a hobby box of Allen and Ginter baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
Still one of my favorite sets. I love the mini cards, and they have the tops chrome now. But anyway, I ended up paying like $225 for the hobby box, and I got so excited, took it home, ripped it, and I was like, I'm going to start a card Instagram page. And so I started looking in my area where there were shops, and there was Brad's shop right down the street.
And what's your Instagram name?
At the time, it was NJ Card Fiend.
And now it's Big Bubba Cards.
Yeah. And so I met Brad, and coincidentally enough, Brad was changing from his brand to Santiago Sports 2, and he gave me the spiel like, we're in a transition period, like, welcome, like, see what I have out. And so I'm looking what he has, and I'm like, oh, look, Allen and Ginter box, how much is that? And he goes, $140. I was like, literally yesterday I paid $225. And
that's brutal.
Then Brad, he educated me on, he was like, oh, have you ever heard of Blowout Cards or David Adams? And I said, I know Dave, I know Adam, I don't know who Blowout
I don't know
is.
Dave. I don't know Dave from Adam.
Yeah, so, but basically he gave me the proper tools, as some new people, they don't do their research in the hobby. And
good guy, Brad, for doing that.
They get
good
burned. Guy. And so then I knew right then and there that like Brad was like really honest and upfront and transparent about how he priced things. So I kept coming back, and I would sit and just hang out and, you know, meet people that would come in the shop. He'd be like, hey, I'm Brad, you know, this is my shop. And I'd be like, hey, I'm Bubba. Just sitting there, and just the process.
I'm just a fixture.
Yeah, pretty much just, you know.
So that's like what? Here comes Doug. It's all right. Spalding's finest.
What up, Doug?
Taking over the podcast. What's up, Doug?
What's going on, buddy?
Are
Are the Yankees losing tonight? Is it gonna be another good night? What's up, buddy?
No way.
Doug. They're in the back over there.
How are
Doug,
things?
say what's up. We're filming a podcast.
Another podcast at the fabulous Santiago Sports here in lovely Mattawa, New Jersey. Come on down.
Oh man, love it, Doug. Cameo from Spalding's finest, Doug Wallace himself. But anyways, that was like last November-ish,
Yeah, I'd say,
like towards the end of the year last year.
October, November, like right towards, I'd say, the end of October.
So you're coming almost up on like a year of getting into it and everything.
You started more like February, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
so I started hanging
I think I
out, and
refused.
then-
I refused to give him a job at first.
Yeah, he was.
But that's like when
he
you
was
started getting into it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, you're pretty much new. You don't really know anything. Like, kind of not looking forward. Something like
Yeah,
that.
and I
So-
wasn't looking for someone that I needed to educate to work for us.
Yeah, he needed somebody like right off the bat that obviously knew their stuff. And,
Like Nick.
yeah, shout out Philly Boy Cards 21.
No, Nick, a
Vin
long
Lam
time.
Vin Lam Cards back at the shop.
Vince Lombardi, the fifth.
Yeah.
Vince Lombardi, true story.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that transitioned into like me coming to help out. Like my job was closed on Mondays, so I ended up just coming in on Mondays, and then Monday turned into Friday afternoon, and then
You actually got the job because you kept bringing me pretzels.
yeah, pretty much.
Pretzels and the pretzel dogs.
Pretty
But,
good pretzels.
Yeah, and then that led to me February 1st. I started full time, and
I
been
remember.
one hell of a ride. So
I remember you coming into. I wasn't there the first time you came to my like when we were down the road, but I remember seeing the DMs. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Fucking Bubba, like NJ Card Fiend. Who the hell is this guy? He's like going to that store, coming to this store. I'm like, why the fuck was he there yesterday and then here today? Because we're like an hour and 10 minutes apart. It's
Right.
like, what is this guy doing? And I was like, all right.
He's persistent.
I met him. I'm like, that's pretty cool. He loves the hobby. That's pretty dope. And then I saw a picture of you with the tuba, and I was like, all right, this guy can.
It got weird when he started showing up to your house and my house, though.
A little
That's
bit,
when
a
it
little
kind of got weird.
No, that was pretty cool to see. And then you started in like February full time, and then
yeah,
you quit
we
your.
met at the grand opening. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's funny. I met your mom before I met you.
Yeah, 'cause she was there.
opened the shop that day.
And that's when you quit the pretzel place too. Then.
Yep, and
And how do you think your decision's going?
I think it's great. I think it has its learning curves, and you know, especially being so far behind everyone you meet at shows and stuff. I just
Well, because you're always learning though. Like.
yeah, you're
different.
never gonna know everything, but I mean, the last 6 months now has just been
Pretty dope.
yeah, pretty awesome, and just meet a lot of great people. At the end of the day, I care more about the people than the cardboard.
Yeah.
So
A lot of great people in it. What's like, so over the last 6 months, what's your favorite memory having to do with like the hobby? Besides seeing Brad every day.
I'd say making it to the national.
Yeah.
Like that was the build up. When I first started, you heard, oh, the national's coming up. It'll be in Atlantic City. No idea what that is. Like, you go to card shows, like Bordentown show, anywhere to the Philly show. Like, oh, the Philly show is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Love
we
the
went
Philly
to
show.
Chantilly, and then you're building upon like, okay, well, what's the national? If I had a blast here, what's going to transpire at the national? And then just jaw to the floor.
Non-stop.
Couldn't expect like.
And you enjoyed it? Like,
Oh,
you had
it was for multiple reasons. It was just
had some good dinners,
Yeah, it was.
little gambling.
Little bone-in veal porn.
I had chicken parm, but
Ugh, how dare you. Chef Ola.
yeah,
Great place.
What about you, Brad? How was your national?
It's overwhelming. I've been to a lot of shows.
That was your
And
first one too.
That was my
though.
first national, yeah.
Wow, Brad.
Just like timing and COVID and baby and marriage and all that stuff kept me from it.
Hey,
but
you're an adult. I forgot that. You don't really act like it.
I'm called Dad. I'm a dad.
Dada.
But no, super overwhelming. I mean,
You
you literally
gonna-
walk down an aisle and like, your head just turning.
Are you gonna get your kid into cards or no?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Is your wife gonna allow it?
I think so.
She better.
I think we're at like the ice cream store, and you know how like kids are like when they in high school they work at an ice cream shop. I was like, yeah, maybe he'll work here. I'm like, why? If we have a card store, he'll work at the card store. You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Works out. What do you think?
Definitely, I could see.
Yeah.
I hope he likes it. I mean, early on, didn't you see those pictures? He's like in my garage, like sorting through cards. We did an Instagram post. It was really cool. He loved it. He
Yeah,
loves playing with it.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we got the grand reopening.
This Saturday.
Yeah, like what was that?
2 to 8.
3-4 days now, 2 to 8.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to that day?
Just the feedback from our existing customers and people haven't seen the complete transformation in the new store.
Definitely be some new people coming in that day, just because hyping it up a little bit, and it'll be pretty sick.
I mean, the traffic after the National has been ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're daily, like, super busy. New faces, just like people that are in awe. Like, store's amazing. It looks good. We went from literally like 100 square feet to 900 square feet. I know it's still not big.
So talk about that, because obviously I've been there a ton. Not too much recently over the summer, getting a little busy, going places, doing all that. But you guys literally went from like, I feel like from the showcase to like the front window right here.
I mean, you'd walk
like
in
that
and you're
space.
already in the store and you're just staring at a TV with wax and like there's minimal cards.
Yeah.
It was all like cluttered. You can't fit more than 10 people. It's like,
Yeah, because you could walk in there and see the entire store just by turning around and everything.
there was a lot of wasted dead space, especially in the back.
So now you walk in, that wall's blown out. Basically, the whole walls are blown out. It's just one big
straight
open.
from the front to the back. You could see the whole entire store when you first walk in. Lounge area in the front, kind of like this. You know, we got fridge, we got arcade games, TVs, place where you could kind of sit and do the same type of thing, pulling cards and going through. Then you walk to the back. We have showcases now. We have things on the display wall.
So what do we have
wax.
out on display now that we didn't with the little 300-foot spot?
I mean, it's generally, I think we have the same amount of stuff on display.
Same amount?
No, I mean, we have more, but actually when you go toward the back, we have those built-ins that now is filled with all supplies and all wax, and it's,
And it
pretty
features
dope.
like all our raw cards, $10 and up, as well as like our bargain slabs. We actually
we're not doing as much digging. We want people to
so
have everything
we're
more
Yeah.
exposed.
limiting the time that the customer would dig. So I think that's a beneficial. You can like just look in the showcase and you could see, like, because we didn't have that advantage that you do of having all the showcases.
Yeah.
Because that sells.
Yeah, you guys didn't have. I mean,
Not
you guys
one.
had the stuff on the walls,
You
like the
dig
show your
for
slab
everything
stuff.
You got at the store before.
Yeah.
I do think people like that though. So
is
we
fun.
still have to
On
keep
the
that
walls.
around a little bit. No, like digging. I think people love
Oh yeah.
to find like, something we missed. We didn't price correctly or
It
and we honor
happens.
it.
You never know.
We want people to win too.
I think the other benefit of the shop now too is the lounge up front, sort of like this. You create a space that not only welcomes the customer, but more importantly, the next generation of card collectors, their parents. And I feel like as long as the parents have a spot that they feel comfortable, instead of just helicoptering over the kid's shoulder, they look forward to bringing the kid back.
Yeah.
More
How
than
many
once a
parents come in and they just literally sit on the couch?
Pretty much.
I give them the remote. I say, you want a bottle of water? They're comfortable. I've had people say, you should open up a day camp and like drop
Well,
your kids off.
I think about it all the time, like watching John Taffer, the bar rescue guy. The longer you have someone in a spot, in a place, the more they're going to spend. So if you can get their parents in there, because they just want to be in and out with the kid. If you give them somewhere to relax and, they don't have to worry about their kid 10 feet away from them looking at cards, the longer they're there, the more they're going to spend. And then another thing is with like the show your slab things on the walls, now you guys have actual showcases. And I know they're not cheap because inflation and all that shit. I know you got some nice ones and they're in there. But having like just product placement and stuff like that. Like the blasters we had on the wall, they were 8 feet in the air. Like the kids can't really see that.
Right.
The parents don't know what it is. But now like to the right, similar to this, you got the shelves right there. People can literally walk up, see it, touch it. I want this. I want what's in here.
Product
all that. It
placement is
eliminates
everything.
it eliminates some of the questions and like a little bit of the communication from them, because now they're able to see it right in their face.
Well, the next part for us is creating a visual price like guide where it's like they don't have to constantly say how much is this, how much is this, instead of doing a lot of the stickers, which we might, but we're trying to figure out a nice classy way of like putting out, Gypsy Queen is $145. Like just make it nice and visible. Like a wax
No, you're a
menu.
big visual
Big visual
video technical guy. I'm not into
Sure.
that shit. But I don't know. Bubba's basically the one that put together most of that stuff. Like, I know as soon as the paint dried, we got back from the National, you called me a couple days later and you're like, yeah, Brad left, but I don't want to leave. I want to get this shit done and just get it over with. He was in there. I don't know, how long were you in there that day? Do you remember that day you called me? You were like, oh, I want to put stuff on the shelves and stuff and start getting this stuff on the way.
It was exciting, just, you saw the space before, like this, we didn't have room for everything. And then you see the potential. It's just like when you found this place, like, oh my, I mean, I'm sure you couldn't even, when you first found this place, you couldn't have envisioned like how cool it would have turned out. Like, just space is everything. And just to be able to create that and mold it into like your shop. It's, because Nick dropped out of school. Vinny, he's 20. He gave up potential to work somewhere else to do this. We're all buying in. Brad has a family. He wants to support his family with this. We've all bought into this and your brand, and it just gets exciting. And sometimes like when you're in there and you just want to grind, and there's like, because when Brad and I were there, literally 10 a.m. the Monday after the National, like, we just wanted to sleep. Like, how comfy did your own bed feel? Come back from the National.
Pretty good.
And literally like 10 a.m. on Monday, the showcases were getting delivered, and we're like moving them and
Yeah, I was excited for that too.
trying to piece the story, like with one eye open, just
Well, it started with a piece of paper on the side of the safe,
yeah.
and then now it's a real thing. It's cool.
Well,
It looks great.
what's your favorite part about the new store now? Like,
I just think that it's open. I like that there could be a conversation in the front and a conversation in the back, and you're not hearing each other. It used to be you're on top of each other, and just
Yeah,
the space
grand
is
opening,
great.
The first grand opening.
oh yeah, that was,
Just
I mean, it
elbow
was
to elbow.
yeah.
just-
couldn't move in there.
Now we have 2 checkout stations. Like,
We gotta get Kenny
that's-
G to come this time.
Yeah, spend more than $15.
Nah, I think he bought a couple.
He's a great
glasses.
sax player, Kenny G.
He plays the sax.
Kenny G.
Oh, you're not talking about the same one.
No, the guy with
Ken
the,
Golden.
the guy
Oh.
with the nice hair.
Oh, there you go.
No. No, I'll hit him up maybe if he wants to bring by Paul and the fam. Who knows? But you guys got anything else planned in the future? We got Philly next month. That's a great show. Move
Couple
to
of
a bigger
shows.
spot.
Chantilly is a big one also.
October. You guys gonna do anything else?
Well, no, like our store's not even like 100% done. We still haven't.
There's so much more to do.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the spot for everything, and just thinking that far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's we've done I think one thing just Brad's done a very good job of with the shop is like just staying within the month. Like, I know you have to plan stuff, but like, we haven't overextended ourselves, and we've trying to just do it piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually we'd love to go to all the shows, but it takes time and manpower.
So what do you think the goal is for Santiago Sports 2? Say we're back here a year from now. Where do you want to see the shop at? A little more like packed,
The
that
goal is-
digital priced or whatever? Like, where do you think it is a year from now?
It's a tough question.
Taking the process from Santiago 2 and implementing it in other locations.
Yeah.
And starting in Santiago.
We might possibly be working on a third store, so stay tuned.
1.
If we do, then Bubba, I don't know about this one, but Bubba, we already got an idea. Bubba's going to go there and show them the way. The reason I don't do the inventory like that, and Bubba, you can get into like the inventory system a little bit.
Sure.
I feel like I have way too much shit, and it's working the way it is now, and I would love to implement it, but you guys, aside from like what I do, you guys focus a bit more like on eBay and stuff like that, and selling stuff online and on the website. There's nothing wrong with that. I would love to do that, but I buy inventory more so for shows, live sales, story sales,
Right, your flow
in
is-
store. So
your
our
flow's a lot quicker.
Yeah, well, I try to be quicker, and it's different. It's more,
Right.
direct.
I mean, it's still great to just have that as an ability to find
Yeah.
out what your cost is on everything you're profiting on, so you can see your profit and loss,
Yeah.
right? So you can figure all that out.
It's
But once you
different for
do
everyone.
it, it's grueling at first, but then once you're in it, It just becomes easier at the
Well,
end.
maybe if Bubba comes here for a couple weeks, that'd be something.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I told Bubba, I more so like, you guys can shop our website at santiagosportsnj.com, and then what's the website for you guys? Or Santiago Sports 2
www.santiagosports2.com.
All right, well, there you go. You can shop either one there. Our website here has more clothes, merch, some singles, a little bit of wax, but the other website has everything that they have. Probably
Everything.
90% of what you have is on the website.
No, it's 100. So
100.
literally whatever we use, yeah,
Even supplies.
everything. Whatever is in our inventory is on the website.
What about these cool Santiago Sports hats?
Well, we're sold out. So
We need to get
not
more.
on
We
there.
need to get more of those shirts too.
We have an app that doesn't clutter your website where it doesn't have sold out items.
Makes sense. Love that. What other? Because you guys were trying to do breaks for a little bit and stuff like that, but it's just been like
We're going to start back up doing that.
Yeah.
Once we're a little bit more settled, just do like in-house breaks and stuff like that.
Vinlom or Bubba.
Brad.
Brad's a good breaker. Who's this Brad we talk of?
I don't know.
Dad?
Could be.
Yeah,
Eh.
we'll pick that back up.
So how did you get? We didn't even ask you yet. Like, how did you get started? Because I know how we met, and that was because of mutual
Kind of
friends.
stepped in shit, I guess, right? Isn't that the term? I had.
I'm a degenerate gambler.
I mean, I'm definitely a degenerate gambler. No, I mean, growing up, the same story as, collecting cards, me, my father, we were like bonded over that stuff. And then literally a 10-year embarkment of his passing, it like maybe like, I'll do something old and nostalgic that I used to do and buy cards and, went into my Target, the Walmart, picked up some retail, got into it, called a couple of my buddies who I used to collect with. I'm like, hey, you want to
Papa?
do this again? Yeah, like Papa. And I'm like, you should do it. He's like, get the fuck out of here. They're not worth anything. And I'm like, no, it's worth something. It's worth something. Let's do it. And I think from there, I just started literally opening up like a ton of wax, like going absolutely crazy.
So what were you doing at that point in your life?
So I own an entertainment company.
Oh yeah. What
We
kind of
did-
entertainment?
Did bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s and all that type of stuff. Did a little production and, we had a company called Prestige Production Group based out of
Prestige.
Parlin, New Jersey. And then during like literally similar time, like about a year later, COVID happened and we had this space and I was like, what could I do? So I got like distribution with wholesalers and I needed to have a brick and mortar. So I turned my showroom into a sports card store. And I literally decked it out. I bought the display cases and had those wall display cases. Hired Nick Barbello, and we had a store. We were open, 5 days, 6 days a week. People would ring our doorbell, and I wouldn't even be there. Like, it was just never, we weren't actually there. We weren't treating it like the store is now. And then it just evolved and kept evolving. I moved to South Jersey. We spoke. We wanted to use your brand. We talked, and I kind of skipped through a little bit of the process.
And
but
how long were you there before we talked? Like only like 2-3 months, right?
where, in Parlin?
No. In South Jersey.
Oh yeah, it was at Allen Bradley Cards. I was probably there, like 3 months,
Yeah.
maybe 6 maximum. But I think that's too much.
3 and 6 is a big
a big
difference.
jump,
I don't.
All right, 4. We'll settle on 4. 3, 6, half 3.
So then we talked. We got into it, and now it's almost for like 11.
We're approaching
10,
a
11
year.
months. Yeah, we're coming up on a year.
October will be a year that we're under the brand, and it's been going great.
Mm. And it's
Definitely
kinda,
beneficial for both.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
It's kind of crazy because we're at like almost 10, 11 months, almost coming up on a year. We already did the 1 grand opening at the other store. Now we're doing a reopening. 'Cause
We'll just
I
do
feel
it
like
every year.
we just have to. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we have next month coming up our 2-year anniversary here. Well, not here, but like
Your
Santiago
second
Sports
year
being
and-
open in general. So we've been in this location like almost 6 months now. Time's like flied.
It's crazy.
But 2 years here. We'll make an announcement soon on when we're doing a 2-year anniversary, like trade day event thing. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have. I'm hoping to get Bernie Williams here because he keeps telling me he wants to come. So I don't know how, but Bernie Williams became a fan online. He just followed me one day, met his agent at a card show, Steve Fortunato, great guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Bernie Williams' agent. He follows you on Instagram. He goes, he likes what you do." I'm like,
It's cool.
"What? Bernie Williams?" I'm like, "I fucking
Get
hate
Bernie
the
Williams
Yankees."
here. Maybe get Kenny G here as well.
Oh, Bernie plays the guitar.
Yeah.
He does
Get
blues.
Bernie and Kenny
And
G.
we got you on the tuba.
No.
Do they have a tuba in?
Never shot.
Is there tuba in jazz music?
Yeah. jazz.
All right, so why the
It's-
fuck not?
Jazz is like,
You don't want to play the tuba for Bernie Williams?
Nah, I'm a diehard Phillies fan. Sorry.
I mean, I hate the Yankees,
No,
but
I mean,
like
I
I
would-
respect them.
You would do it.
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, Bernie
Williams is
Williams,
a great guy.
Get the
I'd just be
jam
like-
out.
I'd just be like, "What's going on, Bernie Williams?"
Feel the bird.
Bubba, nice to meet you.
I don't know. That's pretty crazy.
That's
Right.
cool.
Bernie's a good guy. Who's the coolest person that you met doing this?
Dikembe Mutombo.
That's your boy.
That was like by far.
I thought you always said Tyler Santiago.
I know who he's
Well,
gonna
it
say.
goes Dikembe, then Tyler,
No.
then everybody else.
Who do you think the coolest person, Brad? Well, who do you think he's gonna say the coolest person he's met in the last year is?
In the last year.
Yeah.
Last year, I'd say probably Allen Iverson, probably. I mean, if I had to guess.
But they're gonna say Dale Ball.
No. It's funny. He just dropped his name.
That's
Weird.
funny. No. There's some crazy people out there and crazy stories behind a lot of things. No, but like you know what I mean. You get a lot of nuts that come in. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everybody has a lot of nuts that come in.
It's crazy.
There's always
Yeah,
characters
it's
that walk through the
absurd.
door.
It's,
This guy was a character, and now he works there.
Yeah.
And a lot of good and bad habits. One thing I want to ask about, because it's happened to both of us. It's happened to you twice now. People breaking in. So
Sucks.
that one time we were at the Philly show, someone broke in and stole.
Yeah, literally smash and grab, which is super common anyways. But I mean,
Sucks.
piece of advice: like if you own a store, like get your windows completely, geared up with what is it, the
It's
12,
like 3M.
12 inch, not inch thick. I don't know,
Millimeter.
12
It's like
millimeter
12
thick, where
millimeter.
you hammer on the glass and it'll take like 12, 15 tries.
Yeah, it's like a layer of film.
And it'll shatter in place. Like, get shatter detection, get an alarm system, camera system.
We got all that at both stores, so don't fuck
insurance.
with us.
Yeah.
We can't even play Stone Cold Steve Austin theme song anymore.
And now
Like
we,
set
at
the
our
too
store, we
sensitive.
also have Bubba who waits at the door and goes, "Stop breaking our windows."
Yeah, please. It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm still here. Please don't break it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
you guys.
and then the Jordan.
The Jordan one was like,
that was stupid.
but that was also like on us a little bit. We left, pretty high-end merchandise on a countertop where anybody could kind of like go through it. We were preparing for a show, and then he just did a little swipe in the pocket.
It's kind of wild. He got caught.
He got caught,
Called his
prosecuted,
wife.
arrested.
He actually got arrested?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
How long did he wait for? Slap
No,
on the
I
wrist?
mean, like, I don't think he's in jail. but
Yeah, right.
I think he's got to go in front of a judge, and I'm sure he'll get some kind of fines. But
Pretty. I've caught at the National. You were there.
Oh, that was
I
crazy.
caught a kid switching cards out right in front of my face. I was like, "The fuck are you doing?"
didn't he shake his
Alex
bag
wasn't
out?
there for that one. That would have been sick.
And then Nick was there
No.
for the one at the
He was in the
Philly show.
bathroom.
He was shaking the bag out. No, and like things fell on the floor.
Oh well, that was Philly. Yeah, a guy was
Yeah,
stealing.
Nick was there for that one.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. This is almost a year ago now. Dude stole cards out of my box, and I'm right next to him. I didn't see him take them, but I saw him putting cards in his bag. So I saw him then with the cards. I didn't see him take them. I saw him with the cards, tried putting them in a bag, and then he dropped them. And I went to help him pick them up, and I'm like, "Oh, these are my cards." I'm like,
With your
"Why the
price
fuck
tag
do you
on
have my cards? Why the fuck you stealing my cards?" And I'm like, "What other ones do you have of mine?" So I grabbed all of them from my hand. I'm like, "This is like, it was almost like $2,000 worth of stuff." And I
And
got the guy to come over, Paul, and then we took him to the back with the police, and I found like another $1,500 worth.
Jesus.
And he's like, "You have two options. You could, this is what the cop told me. He goes,
Pay
you
him?
could, he goes, you can not press charges or you can press charges." And I told the guy, I'm like, "The only way I'm not pressing charges is you pay me full price for every single fucking card you just took." So he paid me full price on Cash App.
It's like the best sale
Got
ever.
it. I blocked him immediately so he couldn't like back charge it or anything. So fuck that guy. That guy's a piece of shit. That was brutal.
How about the people screaming in the background in the video?
Oh yeah, Austin was like,
Fuck your
"You're-
mom.
"Fuck your mom, fuck your dad, fuck your life." That was pretty funny.
Stupid.
I don't know. Philly's like one of those places you would expect. Though Philly's kind of wild.
Little Matt.
That's whatever. But yeah, no. The next Philly shows in September will be set up. We have a
nice table.
nice big ass. No, not a table. Booth.
No, big section. We
Like
have
half an island.
Long Island,
Staten.
Long Beach.
What do you got? Fruit in here?
Nah, we just had the door open because they were bringing stuff.
How
in.
long's the fish been there?
They're attracted to the light. Oh, that's Fishy. He's been here Bella, how long have we had Fishy?
Meatloaf.
Yeah, he's going on 2 months.
Wow.
Good little guy. He eats, shits, sleeps, swims. Pretty good.
Oh, the same bowl.
You know, I really do want to shop pet, like an actual pet. I tried bringing my cat here today, but she didn't feel like coming in the car. I just want like a pet cat. You ever been?
You don't like cats.
You don't like cats? I love
You gotta
cats.
get like, you want to be cool. You gotta get like the Frenchie that like
goat.
lays in front of the door. Like that's like
I want a goat.
the thing. Get an alpaca. You get a tax write-off.
And what about a goat? I don't know. I know my one friend has a Frenchie. Frenchies are expensive though. That's the only thing. And Mitch, I went to Bullpen in LA. Mitch from Bullpen LA, right? Went to his store. He has 2 cats in there, just chilling. What's wrong with that?
Which one? Bullpen.
Bullpen.
That's
Bullpen Mitch.
Where what's his name is now?
Billy. Yeah,
Billy?
Billy Manville
Shout
works
out
there.
Billy.
He's like best friends with Mike Trout. Like, isn't
Like
he?
legit? That's
Crazy.
cool. That's fun.
They're not actually best friends, but they're friends.
Well, he was just on
Pretty
a
cool.
PSA
Yeah, Trout's in the cards now.
like he's doing. He pulled his first auto of himself or something.
Yeah.
That's
Billy
kind
said
of
he's
cool.
like trading his like game use stuff for his own cards.
Something like that. Bats, cleats maybe. Cleats are expensive, and then gloves. Gloves are pretty
It's fun.
cheap.
It's fun to see athletes getting involved like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Some athletes hit me up here and there. No one crazy, but some people that I talk to that are in the hobby that are like not like super low key, but you wouldn't really think. Shabazz Muhammad was in it for a little bit. He went to UCLA. Didn't really do too much in the NBA. Still playing ball. He just had to work out with the Lakers. Antoine Odom, I don't know if you saw. He just got in the cards. He was on the Titans and Bengals. He played at Alabama, defensive lineman. I never
Roll
talked to
Tide?
him yet. Anthony Renato, a big LSU guy.
LSU
Do you remember
baseball.
him? You remember
He's
him?
like 6'8".
A little bit,
Yeah.
but
He's from Jersey. He stopped by the shop last time. He's pretty cool.
what's his name? Is friends with well, 2 guys are friends with Brian Redbeard. Evan Longoria. He's big into like collecting a little bit too.
I heard mixed things about Longoria, but yeah.
He gave him the bat. Brian has the bat that has the Charizard on the back of the butt.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. And then the pitcher, what the fuck's his name?
Tristan McKenzie's another one of my boys.
Yeah.
He's cool. And then Juan Hillman also on the Indians. Or Guardians, my bad. Very cool
Nick
people.
Matalucci.
Oh,
Clairview High School.
What?
Just in case you wanted to read.
Is this a good box?
That's a good box.
What do you think's in it? You already pulled the Cade. I don't want it.
That's the second case, dummy.
You opened it?
Yeah, because we run through the first case.
I didn't tell you to open it. All right. Well, maybe I'll open this on the live. But you ever heard of Frankie Robustelli? He's big into the hobby now.
Oh, huge.
He's up and
Huge.
coming. He's about to get drafted. He's from Freehold High School,
I bumped into him
second
at the
baseman.
National.
Yeah.
Wait, is this like a joke or?
No, Frankie Robustelli. He grew up in Freehold. He just he's gonna graduate. No, he just graduated. He's gonna be in the MLB draft next year. He's gonna do 1 year JUCO. And yeah.
Is this the Bartoldo?
No, Peony Needles. No. You never heard of him?
No.
Aren't you from Freehold?
No, I'm an Alpin.
It's that same shit. Whatever.
It's not the
Both-
same thing. Freehold
both
Regional
pretty.
High School District.
I don't know, but whatever. Should we rip this? It's only 1 pack, so that's just me. Casey gave it to me for a reason. It feels heavy.
Yes, I would do
Go
it.
for it.
How can we not rip anything?
We're all degenerates here.
Not really.
It's no 2005 pristine football, but you know.
We'll rip that Saturday. All right.
I mean, we could rip like real stuff if you want. Today is the release day of extended series Upper Deck Hockey.
That shit's awful. I don't think I've ever ripped a hockey box. Actually, no.
Hockey's good.
I ripped a hockey box actually with Frankie Robustelli one time because he's a big Rangers fan. I went over for Sunday dinner with the family. So we were just hanging out and opened what's Series 1 2020 with McDavid on it.
That's sick.
So that was pretty cool. All right, we're showing. Which camera are we showing?
Little bag.
Right here? All right. This pack is pretty thick.
Who
We
do,
already-
who do we want to see? We want to see
Cade.
let's do a black color blast.
We got 2 thick ones. I've got an RPA. They're backwards.
Black color
Is there
blast.
color blast?
Yeah,
in here?
black.
All right. Well, Devin Vassell. There's no color blast in here. Devin Vassell, kind of trash. Omir Yurstevin, rookie. Nothing. Oh. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, that's right there. So I got to go to the back. Jalen Suggs, rookie. Okay, it's not
bad.
numbered to 1 of 99. 1 of 99. Yeah, we're ripping it.
I think the last two.
All right, well, there's the Suggs. 1 out of 99. It's maybe $20, $30 card.
Is that Cassius Winston?
All right, fuck it. How do we want to do this? All right.
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, it's an auto. They're upside down. Moses Moody, RPA. Casey, fuck you. This box sucks. And a De'Aaron Fox, number to 99.
Hey, he just won a...
And then the RPA is JT Thor. Who the fuck is that? Casey, this box was awful. You're paying for it.
Casey, you got to bring us another box.
No.
We have to redeem ourselves.
This was awful.
Something else.
2008 Allen Gunter.
Moses Moody to 75.
Another one-pack big break.
And fucking JT Thor and Thunder or whatever.
Just bring NT, 2020 football NT.
I might, you know that kid Logan? I think I sold the NT Justin Fields to him.
Nice.
Yeah. Casey, this box was the worst, like, awful.
Good, I'll redeem it.
I'm not ripping anything else. Don't give me another box.
No, Brad wants one. On the game.
Are you really? Did you brought?
Is this on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
Dime?
on the pod. This is part of it.
Fine, I won't do it.
No. You already fucking did it. Did you bring me a box? We'll just trade it.
I'll just pay you for it.
Oh, no, he's just going right for it.
I do have a couple I could get you.
I thought you brought one for me.
Hey,
Whatever.
buddy. Is she thick?
You know I'm gonna... Is she thick?
Oh, she looks thick.
No.
Bro, Santiago Sports, we're a big fan of the box. Bang on top.
Patrick Beverly.
Ooh, she's thick.
That's
Ooh, she's real thick.
Looks like the color of Detroit.
I like that team.
Casey.
Not really.
It's Ben Wallace.
I didn't even get to pick my box.
Patrick Beverly. Lonzo.
You can show them.
Not just base.
Edge is base. We're not getting it.
Andrew Wiggins.
I only collect base.
Ooh, Donovan Mitchell.
Insert.
Tunnel vision. It's numbered too to 75.
Okay.
It's worth, $1.40.
You gotta flip it. Just go to the other one.
Go turn it over.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Because the hits are backwards and they're upside down.
Got Giannis.
Ooh, Giannis number.
No.
Wait, is that blue?
No.
No, okay.
Giannis is numbered actually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's numbered to 50.
Yeah, the
Nice.
back two are always numbered. So.
It's numbered to 50. That's good.
Wow.
Wow. Oh
I
wow.
think that's the RPA.
Celtics.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard.
Is it?
They don't have anyone. I don't. It's gonna be a shitty rookie.
If it's a rookie, Peyton
Where's
Pritchard wasn't.
Barnett?
No, he's not even in this year anyway.
Paul Pierce.
Al Horford.
Wow. Wait, that means my second auto has to be huge. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to 50.
Giannis to 50.
We'll take Giannis. Motherfucker's great.
That's funny. Didn't he just
Yeah.
battle with Giannis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he dogged him too.
Straight up.
All right. What do we got?
Obsidian. Really? Anthony Edwards? Second year?
That looks like Edwards' hair.
That looks like Edwards' hair.
Go down a little lower.
Is it a redemption?
Oh, he's not Patrick Beverly.
No.
That's Anthony Edwards.
No, it's not.
What do you mean,
Oh, it
no?
could be
Maybe.
Kessler. It could be Kessler Edwards.
Go. Come on. Nope.
What is
Oh,
that?
Aaron
It's
Wiggins.
It's Andrew's. That's funny. I saw Andrew Wiggins and I thought it was.
Andrew and Aaron.
That's terrible.
That was.
I picked out two arcades.
Awful. Awful.
I picked out two arcades. Give me a break.
I think.
Brutal.
I don't know whose was worse. I think yours is definitely better because you got the
Mine's
Giannis.
better. The Giannis, the Donovan Mitchell, the Al Horford,
Yeah,
that auto.
shit was brutal. I don't know. Anyways, you guys got any?
How was your national? You didn't even talk about how.
I did a whole podcast on it.
Well, I know that, but I mean, for this episode.
The National was insane. It was crazy. It was nonstop. I think Thursday was the best day by a mile. I mean, you were there every day.
100%. We could have just done Thursday and left.
Thursday was insane. I think the trade night brought a lot of people there, and it was just nonstop all day, packed. Saturday was good. I feel like Sunday was obviously the worst day, but we still got shit done. But I don't know. I liked it. It was. I don't know if it's ever going to be back in AC. I don't really think it will be. But next year in Chicago, that'll be fun. And I think they have until the end of the month to vote on the two after that. So from what I'm hearing, it'll be Cleveland and then probably back to Chicago.
What about Baltimore? Something was saying?
I know by a mile right now, Cleveland's in the lead for after Chicago, which I'm fine with. It's only a 7-hour drive. I mean, 7's long, but like compared to 12 for Chicago, that's brutal.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Just planning out and stuff. So we'll see.
How do you feel about like setting up more showcases and like less like keychains?
God forbid there's 2 feet for keychains. I don't know. We had a bigger booth, but I can only do so much of what we have.
Of course. I'm just kidding.
It actually worked out better.
No,
'Cause
it was
I didn't
fine.
I didn't fit in the back because I felt like I was cramping people's style. So
It was
I stood
perfect.
in the center, and at one point I did lay down. The center,
Yeah,
center
you planted.
the center of the foot.
What do you mean? These guys filmed it.
They did.
Like literally, they have you on film laying down.
So when people tried to walk around me, they just walked right into the booth. So I think it worked out great.
Well, you guys already heard it here, but this Saturday, grand reopening of Santiago Sports 2, 579 Haddon Ave, Collingswood, New Jersey.
Good for you.
Good for me. What,
That's
you think I
awesome.
forgot it?
Collingswood, yeah. 08, 108.
10 minutes outside of Philly. We'll be there this Saturday, and I appreciate you guys. We'll be together soon. Tons of shows coming up. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, support, and
I don't
go
have
close.
I don't have an outro.
No,
I
close
just have
it.
the intro.
I want to hear the outro now. You're coming
Well,
up with it. Let's
just say
go.
Thanks, Tyler, for having us.
And if you guys are
obviously.
interested, you can buy in store or online at www.santiagosportsnj and www.santiagosports2.com.
See you later.